What's up guys, it's Talon here, and in today's video we're going to see how you can improve your W King skills by analyzing top EU pro Noahreyli and how he's dropping high kill games in the new season. But before I get into this VOD for you guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. Also, if you wish to support me in another way, use code Talon.fn in the Fortnite item shop, #ad. But without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright guys, as you can see on the screen, we have Noahreyli's POV. This is going to be a high kill arena victory royale, and this is going to be our first look at Noahreyli this season. One of the most gifted mechanical players. We're going to see what he does in this new meta to continue his dominance. Now we're going to start off here with a typical stream sniper, free mats and 50 pot. This is super common. We see in almost all VOD reviews. You at least have one or two stream snipers. It just really depends. Now we're going to see him start off this engagement, jumping in on this third-party situation, auto shotgun. You're going to see him set up a lot on right-hand peaks. And like, this is going to be probably the thing I wouldn't recommend doing, but look at his mats. I think that's why he does it. Look, he's only at 4 builds. He may have been in a previous engagement. He just gets in, right? And he doesn't have a lot of shield, but he tracks him, gets a finish, and the opponent is absolutely stacked. He can't sit there and have that be drawn out. He switches shotgun. Now, what he does here is a very good technique to do. If you have someone pushing up on you, sitting behind this cone really allows you to get a good chip damage shot. Now, you're going to see him miss it right here, but he misses. He doesn't have a lot of builds, that opponent not being very mat intensive. Only having 8 builds to play with, so he's got to be very smart with his peaks. He gets a good trade, and they both kind of trade damage. Now, what he does here is excellent. We're going to go over it in slow motion. He uses the big shield to bait his opponent to being over-aggressive. He catches him, drops him down, hits for 100. A fantastic play. And then even then, he plays a little bit more safe just because his HP is so low. He scuffs mechanically, but still ends up clutching up. And so we're going to see just in slow motion here what allowed him to get that elimination with the little mats. He baits this big pot, right? No way you're getting that off. You want to get that big pot to get that opponent down. You recognize where he's going to be. He sees him jump, and then he just places the floor and edits him down. Cracks for 100. Fantastic crosshair placement. And then this is where he plays a little bit more smart as compared to the last engagement. He sprays through. Now the opponent tries to get out. He retakes, gets the ramp in there for a little bit more protection as opposed to a cone. Scuffs a little bit mechanically, but still sits there on a right-hand peak and gets an easy finish. Clutches up in the situation, gets a huge important mat refresh. As you saw, very mat poor, clutched up situation, and that's just all with baiting the big pot. And you're going to see him here give a little bit comment on what he thinks of sliding in the new season, which I completely agree. It doesn't really... The moves aren't that good. The only thing it really is beneficial for is rotation down hills. He's like, nah, just play the game regular. He plays it normal. He gets a nice little pickup here. Fantastic 108 shot. Opponent runs away with a launch pad. Again, a common theme in this season. Doesn't have the best amount of mats. You're going to see him go for a chop down, right? But this is good awareness. This is what I see a lot of just players don't. I'm just going to talk about it for a little bit. You understand if you're chopping for a significant amount of time that more than likely the opponent's going to jump down. Just be aware, right? You maybe want to start baiting chops, and that's kind of what this is. He's baiting the chop, gets the opponent to drop down. He gets high ground because of it. Then full piece, 90. Fantastic mechanics, good aim. Finishes up the fight. And look at the refresh he gets. He's going to be pretty mat poor and shield poor this entire time. He's going to be in the storm fighting for a lot of this VOD. Good job of creating space. A good opponent would probably apply a little bit more pressure. Times it perfectly. Goes for the piece. Doesn't get the mechanics there that he wants. Now, this is a good example of not tunnel visioning, right? He hears that quad clash from the background. He's like, this opponent's healing down below me. I don't want you coming near me. I'm just going to chip damage you a little bit. Sets up on right-hand peak again so he doesn't get piece controlled. You're going to see that throughout, right? Very intelligent. Now, he nearly gets full piece here. Good job of creating an escape route, though, right? If you see someone get that front wall, you should either go left or right to try and get an escape route. Noahreyli having incredibly fast mechanics. He even says you heard him almost died there. Sets up again on a right-hand peak, and this is why. He's trying to get him to open up. Good angles, right? very, very good angles. Oh, good read right there. 53 gets the wall up. Gets some more bleed through damage. He's at significant health advantage. Opponent's probably got very minimal amount of shield. Right hand peek again, so he can prevent getting piece control. And then he jumps up on a right hand peek again. Fantastic. He gets lasered by someone else. The opponent gets in the own box and he gets an easy finish. And look at that, just cautious, calculated angles throughout, right? Never not being on a right hand peek, never not having an escape route. Very intelligent W King. And then he gets held in Storm again. Look at his mats, only 8 builds. What Noahreyli is able to do here is incredible, how little mats he has. Now then, this is a good point. Just get in. This is good recognition, right? I don't have any more ammo, so I just got to get in. But look, he says no extra shield. He's going to be sitting here at around 125, and he's going to get another important refresh. And this is just good recognition. You're going to see that this opponent's going to be protected simply by wood. You see he's getting pressured from behind. Don't worry about that. And then he gets one little dink. And that is the mythic MK. Incredibly hard to get. Shooting all of the mats down, he needs it, right? Now with him spraying a bunch, he's going to get kind of third-partied across the map. He's going to go down and get those mats. This should have been his priority a little bit earlier. He does take a lot of damage, but that refresh being huge. Builds and hards. Able to get the mats he needs to succeed, but see, you're going to still see that he's constantly stuck in Storm. Going to use whatever mats to tarp in. Going to get pressured. Creates a lot of space. Quickly uses the flopper 28. Nearly full pieces him. But still not having a lot of mats. Still 20 builds. Good job of protecting himself, realizing where the opponent's going to be. Really good job. This is playing meta right here, spraying through. His reload management is so good here. Opponent's trying to get that guzzle juice off. He gets a lot of bleed through damage. And then again, you're going to see kind of him having to deal with the Storm a little bit more. What's so funny is he's like, tryhards like you destroyed the game. It's like the funniest thing coming from one of the most mechanical players in all of Fortnite. Hits a nice 52 headshot, gets the finish, and the opponent is also very low on mats. Look at this. 17 forward 4, so again 20-ish builds. Very smart recognition too, spraying out the cone. What he does here to attack this opponent is incredibly intelligent. This is what you need to do. You need to place that and edit through. The opponent has no choice but either to edit out like this and protect his back, but you don't even need to worry about that in this meta, right? Just spray through with your stinger. Gets an easy finish, and that's gets a nice little refresh. Look at that. Now he's usable mats. He can kind of play the game how he's used to playing it, is what I would say. Good attempt at the right there. The piece control doesn't get it. You see that same type of move, jump down, edit through. He nearly gets pieced here, and this is, again, man, that move is so underrated. This is something that you always need to be doing. Not only is he escape routing, this is becoming one of the most standard moves at the high level, is when you exit out piece control, is editing this ramp to go for a counter peek. It's a right hand peek, you're protected, and the opponent thinks they're at advantage. The opponent just does a good job of jumping up, but doing that move consistently will help you get a lot of chip damage and punish over aggressive players. Good job of playing meta. Blocks himself off. Nearly gets pieced. You should be dead here. But he hates using the auto shotgun.
Yeah, it's a shotgun that does 50 damage. GG's.
That opponent made a very good play. Creating a lot of space here. Get one mini off. He even says he should be dead here. Using what little mats he has. Look how much space he controls. He's able to get off his heels. He was hoping the opponent was going to jump in there. Man, this is so good right here. Gets the cone, and it gets the opponent trapped inside, and then you plays metas, uses sprays through. Good reload management. Now this is where just a good recognition to pre-fire a spot. spray through, right? We're low on Stinger SMG ammo. We're low on shotgun ammo. We've cracked shield. We need to finish. We're pretty weak. We have a right-hand peek. The opponent can only go one place. We have the Conan, right? Like one more bullet, he's dead. But look, he's just spraying where the opponent has to be, right? If he to hit any shots. And that's exactly what happens. The opponent just jumps right in. Just good understanding of where the opponent has to go.
GG.
That guy actually probably outplayed Noah for most of that, and just unfortunately just didn't get the finish. And then you can hear how powerful this mythic MK7 is. The huge fire rate. The guy launch pads. Oh my goodness, he's literally one bullet. I think the opponent is actually going to end up dying here, the other person. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember exactly what ends up happening here. And this absolutely just shreds everything. Oh my goodness. And then sprays through shreds, gets an easy finish, and then so it actually turns into a 1v1. He just deletes the other person. Man, the bleed through damage is absolutely insane. And now there is nerfs to both these. Oh, fantastic cone. I thought he got him. The opponent actually backed out in time. You just see him try to hit an opener here. Mechanics are looking crazy a little bit. And then just spray through. Play meta, gets a lot of bleed through damage. Reload management. You see the opponent trying to heal. Can't do that against one. Oh, the reload bug that finally got fixed.
I have no ammo.
Thankfully that opponent just backs off. He didn't know that Noahreyli had no ammo to both guns. Good, just bad reload management. He just gets in. Oh my goodness. That's actually a very intelligent play from that person. Doing that constantly, I like doing that a lot, especially in like creative. It's just so annoying to deal with when it happens to you, but fortunately for Noahreyli, not too far of a fall.
Fair enough.
He's gonna say, but was it enough? Answer is no. Man, opponent nearly piece control, and that's like a perfect example. From that opponent, it's like, yeah, you get the piece control, but does it matter? In a meta where the Stinger just blows through everything. Like, Noah gets coned here. And then he sets the wall. Like, what are you going to do against wood? It's just good crosshair placement. He just sprays through. Finish. Incredible vibe review from Noahreyli. He was shambles most of the game, but the situational awareness was on point. He knew when he needed to get in. He knew when he needed to be safe. He knew when he needed to push certain fights and just how to finish those certain fights. I couldn't tell you how many times this vibe review he was shambles on mats, how many times he was shambles on heals. He just made clutch play after clutch play. Incredible stuff from one of the best players in Europe. Well guys, that is going to do it for today's VOD review. I hope that you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like in this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I hope I'll be seeing you in the next one. Peace.